Welcome to the night where we light up the spark. We're trading crypto, find out who we mad on the charts. Hosted by the one, Lunar Beaches top shark. Dive deep into the numbers cause this ain't no lark. We're crunching all the data, making money moves fast. From Wall Street to the blockchain, making predictions last. Community together in this financial blast. Markets after dollar shatter ceilings made of glass. Mad on the charts with rulers by light. Crypto markets soaring through the night. Follow the trends, see future in sight. It's markets after dark, the financial flight. From Bitcoin to Ethereum, we're mapping the road. Stock tips and insights, secrets ready to unload. Trading strategies, sharp on knowledge be showed. Let Lunar Beaches guide you to the mother lode. Economic loops and the way the dollar flows. Community vibes where everybody grows. Analyzing trends while the world lays low.
Good evening and welcome to Markets After Dark, where we go mad on the chart. Sorry about that. I didn't know if my mic had come unmuted or not. But anyways, what's going on? How are you doing? Hope you are doing well. Hope you've had an amazing day. Even though the market's kind of been a little blah. It's, not really something that we have wanted to see, which is just further downside and some chop and nothing really, Good evening. Finally found this. Wow, no justice from YouTube. RS Miller, what's going on? Good evening to you. Good evening, Alexandra G. Hope y'all are doing well. As you come into the stream, please consider hitting that like button if you enjoy the content. But yeah, good evening, Piper Academy. Oh, that was me, by the way, that was talking as Piper Academy because I didn't realize I wasn't logged into my account that I was. So I get my chat box typically from my account. However, this will be the second night, or the second out of some nights, where I clicked on the pop-out chat for on the Piper Academy account instead of on my account, but that's okay. Speaking of accounts, and you guys will know this before anybody else, but I finally put my account, my YouTube account, on my own personal card. And tomorrow I will be doing a couple of memberships. I'll become a member of a couple of YouTube channels that I should be a member of, and I'm excited about that because I've been wanting to be a member of these channels for quite some time, but haven't had the ability to because of the billing. For some reason, the billing wouldn't allow it. Thinking because it had to do with something to do with it being tied to my Apple account instead of an actual card or something. I don't know. But I got it switched over to my card, so I should be able to become YouTube members of a couple of specific channels. I won't say which ones, but you guys are in their chats pretty much every day. So yeah, guys, it's Thursday in the trading world. It is January 9th, 2025. We just started a new day 4 hours ago. We put in one 4-hour candle. And yeah, we're still just kind of hovering at the same place. let's just go ahead and go over here and let's take a look at the heat maps. We'll start off with some stocks. We can see kind of mixed across the board, lots of gray in there, so not a whole lot of movement. We do have the markets closed tomorrow in remembrance of Jimmy Carter. I'm not sure why financial markets would be closed for that, but I would just be careful, okay? I would just be careful tomorrow. When the institutions are away, the individual whales come out to play. And the individual whales like to manipulate the market. So just be on the lookout for that, okay? Be careful tomorrow. And for all I know, it could just be another sideways boring day, or we could pump tomorrow because whales like to do that too. You know one of them, R.S. Miller? Oh, do you? Do you? Which one? Do you know which one? Is it this one? Is it this channel? Maybe. When a president dies, they give 7 days to view and respect any president. 1 day is the holiday for final viewing. I didn't know that. I did not know that. When was the last president that died during my lifetime? I have no idea. Otter? That might be one of them. That might be one of them. It's definitely one that deserves it. Because that's a really good friend of mine, and I would just love to be able to become a member and send him a super chat. So he's not gonna see this. He's not gonna know, and I'm gonna be in that chat. He'll be on there early, and then I'll be able to get in there early and do that and become an official YouTube Otter Gang member. I was an Otter. I was born when the Otter. I was there for the creation of the Otter Gang. So it was just a few of us. But yeah, the last one to die in my lifetime was President Lincoln. Oh wait, it was Reagan. I was about to say, how old are you, bro? But yeah. So anyway, stocks pretty mixed across the board. I mean, are there any like big movers? Does this thing show me like big movers? That's what I want to know. Like winners and losers? I feel like it doesn't. This probably won't show me winners and losers. Let's take a look at it this way. Okay. Miscellaneous TPL. I have no idea what that is. Yeah, you can see. I mean, it's just mixed across the board. Not really too much going on. Then we can go over to the crypto sector. Over here. This is the S&P 500 index, by the way. We can go ahead and look at all U.S. companies and see what that looks like. So that's just the S&P. Wow. So yeah. I'd say there's a lot more red than green. That is for sure. That is for sure. A lot more red than green. It kind of looks like a United States presidential map, election map. You know what I mean? We can see how the Russell 2000 is doing. Hit the like. We have two lurkers. Two lurkers. Russell 2000 getting a pretty nice beating. I see a little more green in here in the Russell. All right, so let's go to, wait, how do I do, can I do just crypto? Oh, is it at the bottom? Do I have to open a whole new tab? Select source. I guess this is all. Is it going to be under C for crypto? All Chinese companies, Cyprus. Uh, Speaking of China, let's take a look at China. Dump it all to zero, says Retro Mike Tech. Man, I'm gonna bring something up that I saw that you saw on the X, and we're gonna go over that because I think you gave those exact words because of this particular news that I saw. Hello? Chinese companies? Are we censored in China? Okay, there we go. Transportation, terrible. Distribution services, terrible. Retail trade, terrible. That's more neutral. Technologies, okay. Is there housing on here? Consumer durables, producer, manufacturing, not doing great. Oh well. Let's go ahead and check out the crypto market. Shout out to you, Retro Mike Tech. Hello, everybody, and LBC, please make it turn green. I wish I could. But I cannot. I have given the moon gods a little break. But I feel like I will be talking to them very soon, and I hope that you. I hope you're here when I do that. Gas prices up $2.99. I got gas the other day for $2.79. The lowest I got gas in recent months, in the last 2 months, was like $2.59. Gas just keeps going up. But it is winter, therefore more energy usage, more gas usage. You got the holiday, so there's a lot of baking. Not everybody has electric stuff. Some people have gas stuff. People have gas fireplaces, and it's really cold, especially here. We're supposed to get a winter storm, 4 to 6 inches of snow on Friday. Not looking forward to that at all. Not looking forward to that at all. Now I can get rid of stablecoins. There we go. And we can see Bitcoin minus 1.25%, XRP down 1.3%, Ethereum down 0.3% essentially. Let's see, Solana down 1.81%, Dogecoin down 1.25%, Cardano down 1.35%, and this is just to start the day. This is since we hit 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So still a little red. We can zoom out a little bit. We do have some greens in here, so we do have some things trying to make some moves. We've got gas over here up 10.5%. Let's come over here. Let's go to gas. Let's take a look at gas. Drill, baby, drill. I got oil and gas leases on my land in Ohio. Daddy needs more mining equipment. Oh, look at you. Look at you. 87 octane. Yeah, exactly. 419. That's right, you're in California. Oof. 419. Oof. Oh man, that's tough. That's tough. Is that 418.9? You know how the gas stations do like the 9 at the end? Or is it 419.9? Therefore making it 420. We know California. We know how y'all are over there. Neogas getting a little bit of a pop here during the Asia session. We're in the Asia kill zone right now. Let me turn off this. This is a zero lag moving average trend levels by Chart Prime. I was checking that out earlier today. I've got nothing on that right now, so I just won't even get into that. So let's take a look. Actually, let's go ahead and we see it made the move to the upside. It's probably, there's some equal lows down here on gas. It's probably going to come down and sweep those equal lows. If I had to guess, and I do because that's part of my job here, is guessing. Guess, educated guesses. That's what I was looking for. These are educated guesses. Educated speculation. Speculation education. There we go. New phrase. Speculation education. We're going to educate you on how to speculate. Educate on how to speculate. All right, looks like we might be fizzling out here on the low end for Bitcoin, at least on the 15-minute, potentially. Could be seeing some bottoming, structuring in here, maybe. Let's go ahead and throw on the volume footprints, see if we got anything below us as far as stacked orders goes. I don't see anything. Let's go up to the hourly and see if we see any stacked orders above or below us. There were some stacked orders in that last one above us, which is what we want, because we want to see the stacked orders are where we see the liquidity. We know that that's where we have a stack of orders where the market maker would like to send price so that they can fulfill or fill those orders. They make the money by filling those orders, the market makers. And look at that. This has been sitting down here for quite some time. Been looking at this. This is a whole big fat stack of orders down here. A whole big fat stack of sell orders that are just waiting to get filled. So we'll see. If we go over to the Coinbase chart, we can see that my head and shoulders is still pretty much playing out, and means we still have more downside to go if it is to continue, which I think it might. We might get some relief before it continues to the downside, or maybe, just maybe, a slight chance that we get some like really good jobs numbers on Friday, and this just does a U-turn and comes to the upside. Fakes us all out, keeps us from turning bearish, and we just move to the upside. I think that's the less likely scenario. I do think that we come down and at least get down to the midpoint of this monthly fair value gap at $81,000, essentially $82,000. I know that's a big price target for a lot of people. We also have the 382 sitting just below that on the macro fibs. So we have the 0.382 sitting just below that on the macro fibs at $80,065. Pretty much, I mean, anywhere in this zone is where I really think we could get down to. Anywhere between, we'll call it 75 and 82. Anywhere between 75 and 82 is what I'll be looking for with the outside. Now, if we get a bounce off of that 382 and go, then we are way more bullish than anybody expects us to be. Because getting a bounce off of a 382 after this nice little push up and sideways price action, it tends to be a good sign. What is going on, Jay Violet? Hope you're doing well. I think I'm gonna dump 2,000 XRP tonight. Like, you're gonna sell it? Why would you ever do that? Why would you ever do that? What? Why would you ever do that? So we got the, that is not even the macro 0.382. Let's get rid of this fib. I cannot see the macro 0.382. It's right there at the $80,065 mark. Yes, yes. And I do think that that would be a nice correction to come down and hold the high up here. Be nice if we didn't get into this at all. And instead we, at the lowest we come down to is right here, around $77,000. Let's pull the fixed range volume profile all the way to the start of the move to now. That does not look good. We do have the shelf of volume over here, but the real big volume is even lower, which we could see happen because we have this that I just saw before going live. So this is according to Cryptos R Us. This is some kind of statement. I did not want to do that. So the DOJ cleared to sell $6.5 billion in Bitcoin seized from Silk Road. How many times have we seen this story? Wait a minute, what is this? 9/01/2025? Oh, is this the exact one that we were talking about on Good Morning Crypto back when I was still doing the show with BC Poor Corp? Is this the exact thing that we were talking about? That Cryptos R Us is just now talking about some 3 months later? Okay. Okay. But yeah, so a federal judge ruled December 30th, but it's dated, wait, 9/1. Oh, I'm American, so that doesn't make sense to me. The 9th of the first month. That now I'm an idiot. I'm not an idiot. I'm just American. A federal judge ruled December 30th that the DOJ can sell 69,000 nice 370 Bitcoin seized from the Silk Road Darknet marketplace. Officials confirmed a years-long ownership dispute over the seized Bitcoin ended after Battleborn Investments lost its bid to delay the sale. The group had claimed ownership through a bankruptcy estate and recently lost a related FOIA case seeking to reveal the identity of individual X who originally surrendered the Bitcoin. Battleborn's attorney called it another egregious example of the DOJ's abuse of the civil asset forfeiture process, claiming the government relied on procedural trickery to make sure the facts are never heard. The DOJ cited Bitcoin's price volatility in pushing for permission to sell the assets. When asked about next steps, a DOJ spokesperson said the government will proceed further consistent with the judgment in this case. The seized Bitcoin is currently valued at approximately $6.5 billion. Is it just FUD, or is it something that we really need to be concerned with? $6.3 billion is a lot of money. It's American math. BTC, ETH, and XRP are the chosen ones. I am starting to agree with you. Ricky Ricardo Crypto. Thank you for being here, Ricky Ricardo Crypto. Back before LBC got fired from the morning show. Yeah, I totally got fired. What we got? My mom has been trying to reach some friends of the family in Palisades, and she hasn't heard from them. Ugh, man, I hate to hear that, man. I did obviously see a lot of the videos and stuff. Man, some really like terrifying videos of people recording from inside their houses, and their whole entire like wall is glass, so you can just see outside, and it's just just a freaking inferno, and it looks wicked and frightening. And yeah, sorry, I don't know why I said sorry. I meant, I was thinking ahead, but yeah. So let's just keep everybody over there in LA County and all of that in our thoughts. And you know, I've saw that 5 people have died, and thousands more have been injured, or no, 1,000 homes have been destroyed. And yeah, so it's just sad. And hopefully they get the situation resolved soon. LOL, why is the date on that dated 9/1/2025? Because, so only in the US do we do the day, or we do month, day, year. Other places do it, I think, the more correct way. Actually, I'm American. The correct way is how we do it. But the more, I should say, the more numerically, or not numerically, chronological way of doing it. They go day, month, year, because that is literally going from the smallest to the next to the biggest. You're going from a day to a month to a year. Here we say, what month is it? January. And what day is it? 9th. Oh, okay. Whereas they're like, what day is it? The 9th. What month is it? January. Got it. So, yeah. Oh, never mind. Yep, it's in British. Yeah. Jay Violet, just joking. LBC and BC Port Corp used to do a morning show together super early, but LBC has schedule changes and is doing this night show now. Running jokes that Piper fired him. Ah, gotcha. That always get me to RS Miller. Oh, I'm still kind of new to the fam. Melissa, what's going on? Hope you're doing well. Oh, okay. International date format. Day, month, year. Yeah, exactly. International date format. All right. So are we just repeating each other now? We would do 9.1.2025. Yeah, y'all also do your, I don't know where you're from, Jay Violet, but I know that in like Canada and Europe, and I guess everywhere but America, they write, like, let's just say Bitcoin is $94,138. They'll do 94.138, which honestly just makes me mad. Why do you do a point? I don't understand the point. I think, on this at least, I think the Americans get it right, because the point, the period, is a stop. It's a stop. Whereas a comma is a continuation. So why do y'all do the dot? It doesn't make sense to me. The period says stop. So that's what my brain does when I read it. $94.13 8/10 would be 4/5. So I don't know. You guys are weird. All right. Any chance bounce back before 88K on Bitcoin? There's always a chance. Comma is a Pews? I'm sorry, I am ignorant AF. I do not know what that word means. Pews? What the heck? Oh, I think you meant pause. Comma is a pause. Gotcha. We do comma. I don't know where you are, J Violet, but I know in other places they do a dot. Let's see. 80,000 for Bitcoin as potential before we head down lower. Not 88,000. Before we head to 88,000 potential upside. I mean, I would say probably, but with a heavy grain of salt, because we've just been kind of cascading down. So, but I do like seeing this big wick right here. The main thing is going to be we need to get a 4-hour candle close above this previous 4-hour candle here at $95,414. Yeah, we got to get above that one in order to see a little bit more continuation. If this is the bottom, then we can go ahead and pull a fib right here. And I personally would look for a couple of rejection points. So the first one is going to be the 382. If it's the 382 and we reject, that's going to be a pretty harsh rejection, and that will more than likely lead to the most bearish scenario that I have. Outside of that, the next step would be the most likely point of rejection would be 97,618 at the 0.5 retracement. Oh, we'll see if we get a rejection from there. And then the golden pocket, potentially. Now, the golden pocket might be more favorable for the bulls. That could just make it to where if we come up to the golden pocket, then we might not have to go as far down below. But I do think we at least sweep this whole range right here, if not down to this low right here at 88.9. So either way, I do think we get down there. It's typically not just a straight line. We typically do get some kind of relief and then a push through. Either way, I think we get down here. So I would just be hands off, and just let the price come to you if you are planning to long. But yeah, so the highest I could see this going, I would say probably, I don't think it would get above this high, just because this has been resistance for a while now, right here at about $99,000. So maybe, give or take, a couple $100, few $100, and from there probably going to roll over. Now, if Bitcoin can break through all retracements, can break through the 786 retracement, then I will expect continuation. If we can get above that right shoulder, put in a low, and then go higher and break that high, then the correction that we are currently in is likely over, and we are about to turn back and start breaking out into new all-time highs. My base case right now, though, is getting down to about that $80,000 level, maybe even coming up just short at the monthly fair value gap midpoint, sitting there at 82K. And then from there, I would expect upside. The only thing that would invalidate this bull market is coming down and breaking this low right here. Possibly, potentially, since this did start the impulsive moves, it would not be good if we broke $67,000. So that would mean that us coming down and taking out this low, or that we are in a bear market, that would mean that is much, much more likely. So, yep. February 7th, Friday. Pay attention. I thought this, why is this on Thursday? I had this on the Friday. Lock. Thank you. Okay, TSMC. What is TSMC? What are we talking about? Running ships out the door now. Wait, TSMC, is that the Marine Corps? What is that? Thank you, man. Nice analysis. Thank you, Christy DNC 90. I appreciate your comment. So that is what I'm looking for on Bitcoin. Are there any specific assets you guys would like for me to take a look at while you got me tonight? Kind of winging the show tonight, but I do want to go over this real quick. This article right here, or this. Here we go. Nation state Bitcoin adoption to drive crypto growth this year, says Fidelity. Fidelity Digital Assets said in its latest research paper that it expects more countries will add Bitcoin into their national strategic reserves this year, which will kick off significant crypto market growth. Quote, we anticipate more nation states, central banks, sovereign wealth funds, and government treasuries will look to establish strategic positions in Bitcoin, said Fidelity Digital Assets research analyst Matt Hogan in the firm's January 7, 2025 Look Ahead paper. Hogan said these establishments could look to Bhutan and El Salvador, or Bhutan and El Salvador, and the substantial returns they have been able to glean from such positions in a relatively short amount of time. He said not making a Bitcoin allocation could become more of a risk to nations than making one due to challenges such as debilitating inflation, currency debasement, and increasingly crushing fiscal deficits. He also predicted that tokenization will be the, quote, killer app of 2025, with on-chain value doubling from $14 billion to $30 billion by the end of the year, and that digital asset structured and managed products would go mainstream. John Germain, what's going on? Hope you're doing well. TSMC is Taiwan microchip. Oh, that thing. Microchip manufacturer that makes the chips used in everything. Right. TSMC went to Arizona. Intel went to Ohio. U.S. Fed money printing could spur Bitcoin rally in Q1, says Arthur Hayes. Bitcoin could benefit from more than $612 billion in new liquidity during the first quarter of 2025, potentially mitigating investor concerns over delayed crypto regulations in the United States. Bitcoin, BTC, fell nearly 6% in the 24 hours leading up to 8 a.m. on January 8th, falling below the $100,000 mark, which has served as psychological resistance since December 19th. While President-elect Donald Trump's upcoming inauguration on January 20th is seen as a positive for the cryptocurrency industry, delays in implementing crypto regulations could dampen investor sentiment and drive down valuations. Either way, I'm with Piper on this, and that is that I think the inauguration of Trump, I think that is going to be a super hyped up event in the crypto world, and typically those type of events are sell the news events. So mark January 20th on your calendar for a potential sell-off. Let's see. So, however, the addition of $612 billion in new liquidity to the U.S. Treasury by March 2025 may counterbalance any regulatory disappointment, according to Arthur Hayes, co-founder of BitMEX. In a January 7 blog post, Hayes wrote, "A letdown by Team Trump on his proposed pro-crypto and pro-business legislation can be covered by an extremely positive dollar liquidity environment and increase of up to $612 billion in the first quarter." According to Hayes, money printing will accelerate after Trump's inauguration, leading to a local top for Bitcoin in March before the start of a potential correction. Wow, that kind of lines up with my chart analysis that we'll probably get at least a local top in March. So yeah, what do you guys think? Do you guys think that adding more liquidity to the market is a good thing? Baby Shark USDT. New on CoinGala. What? Batman so official. I have no idea what you're talking about. Counting down the days to the dumping. I should have taken at least half by now. That makes me want to pull everything I got out now, pay off my bills, and go on crazy buying spree. Wait, it's nice to know that Ukraine has $4.7 billion in crypto. It is nice to know that, because that means they have access to their funds as the victim of an aggressor invading their land. Never forget that. Never forget that they did nothing to provoke. Start fresh. I am tired of riding the roller coaster. Focus on trading, not holding right now. Holding, trading. What do you mean by trading? Are we talking about swing trading? I know you're probably not doing any day trading. I don't know. I'm thinking of buying one more dip, then selling 90% on a double alt top. Double alt top. What do you mean, Sniper? Double alt top. Hope you are doing well, Mr. Sniper. Sniper's Nightmare. Me and Sniper go way back. I say way back. I mean, it's almost been 3 years, which is kind of crazy. I could go that route too, but do I want to keep paying all the interest? I have to figure it comes out better. I'm doing good. Just got storage unit yesterday, so I won't be trading much. Well, that's okay. We don't have to trade 100% of the time. You know what I mean? So what do you mean by double top? Sniper. Well, this didn't play out now, did it? Ugly, ugly, ugly. So if I'm to view this as a correction, we could have identified this early on. Move down, move up. Should not have had this touching this, because this was just a two-legged move with the third leg coming down. Then we have a 1, 2, 3 to the upside, and that high is the one that you should have connected. And then 1, 2, 3 potentially sweep of lows, maybe lower, I'm not sure. But then we could create a triangle in here, and then what I would look for after that is a bounce, taking out this high, bounce there, come back down to here, and off and away we go. And that is not until, see, this is what I've been thinking anyway. I've been thinking, we're going to get a dump for the first half of January. Then after that, it's off to the races we go. So what the charts tell me, even if there's news in the markets, sometimes the markets don't care about the news at all. There's been war going on all around the world the past few years, 3 years. And markets have been driving up like crazy ever since. So, imagine that. Life balance is a good thing, or so I'm told. Yeah, it is. It is a good thing. You have to have a life for life balance. Oh, Melissa, you're so funny. Actually, you know what? I think this is exactly how the altcoin market's going to play out. Go ahead and book it. Not financial advice. Oh, look at that value area low. Not if I pull it further. There's the value area low. Come down, sweep that, come into this high volume node, get the bounce and go. It's that easy, folks. It's that easy. Let's go ahead and throw on some volume weighted price VWAPs, aka the VWAPs. Let's get rid of these ugly drawings. Yes. All right, so the VWAPs. Purple one, I believe, is going to be the yearly. So that one, or yeah, that one, they all just started over here. The white one's my session VWAP. Purple is going to be my yearly. Blue is going to be my monthly. And orange is going to be my weekly VWAPs. So I have started using VWAPs like this way more often. I'm starting to look into them way more often because VWAP is your average price as weighted by volume, which means these are the most likely areas for price to get to because that is where the most volume is. So your VWAPs and your point of controls. Let's see. So we did see the monthly and the yearly together because we are still just in the first month, so these will have not diverged just yet. But look at the week or the monthly. We can see it's kind of trying to flatten out a little bit. Same here with the weekly, kind of trying to flatten out. Maybe tomorrow we'll get just some sideways price action. I'm not sure. Like I said, the markets will be closed, so we could just see some funny whale business. Could see some funny whale business. Now this is the total 2, so that's altcoin still. Should not be on the 10-minute looking at an index chart. That is for sure. BTC dominance, what are we looking at over here? So hodling and DCA does work. Yes, hodling and DCA does work indeed. Do you know who are the best traders, investors? Says Sniper's Nightmare. Or ask Christy DNC 90. We have thousands being worth $50 makes no sense. Yeah, I'm one of them. Alex O and Lunar, only ones I watch as I don't like YouTubers. There we go. Look at that. Speaking of YouTubers, don't forget to sign up for Blowfin and NordVPN. Get 74% off on NordVPN and get 45% off your first month on Sharp Prime. Links for all 3 below in the description down below. Check them out. Thank you. All right, got the plug out of the way, Sniper. All right. Some of my crypto I've been holding for 10 years. Some of my BTC was acquired at $650. Not everyone wants to trade the cycle ups and downs. Yeah, that's true. This is very true. Currently, getting a little bit of a bounce for the Bitcoin dominance anyway. Getting a little bit of a bounce off of the weekly VWAP. Come over to the price chart. We can see the weekly VWAP is well above us. So I say well above us. I mean it's $4,000, $3,500 above us. What is price doing right now? We are getting close to the end of the Asia kill zone. Or no, the Asia kill zone. Oh, that's right. Asia kill zone stops when I go live. All right. There we go. I need to go to a cleaner chart. Cleaner chart. Clean. Subscribe to Alex O Crypto for show. For sure, for sure. My friend, my brother, Alex O Crypto. Go over to his page. Watch him every single morning. He gives you a trade setup almost every single morning. It is very difficult to lose money watching Alex O Crypto. Same here for the Piper Academy Network, though. So make sure you subscribe to both. And if you want, you can subscribe to my channel too. So I am going to try and start posting little more short videos or whatever over on my channel. So yeah, if you wouldn't mind supporting me, I would greatly appreciate it. And if you like what you see here, I'm here every single night, Sunday through Thursday at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So there we go. Ethereum. And maybe, probably soon, we will be bringing Swim to Sunday Swim to the Piper Academy Network. Right here every Sunday, so we can get you guys some Sunday shows. Thank you, Alexander G, for sharing both of those links in the chat. Alex and I do both greatly appreciate you, Mod Queen. All right, let's see. Not really seeing anything too positive. Our price is still being held under VWAP. So I would like to see us start getting above it if we are to potentially start moving to the upside. So come on, VWAP. What's our USDT dominance looking like? So we want to see our USDT dominance start to tick down. But instead, it is moving to the upside, which means people are getting out of their crypto and getting into USDT. So we need to see this start to push to the downside in order for us to become super bullish. All right. Super bullish. As you can see, it's basically the exact inversion of Bitcoin. So check this out. So if let me turn off these VWAPs, make this a little less confusing. Turn everything off, everything. There we go. Let's get rid of this line right here, and let's do double screen. Let's do the Bitcoin price chart. We got to do a clean one. Let me get a clean one in here. Index. There we go. We can see. So Bitcoin on the bottom, USDT on the top. Let's move this right here. Scrunch this up a little more. Bang, bang. And look at that. It's almost a one. I mean, it is. It's a 1-to-1. They both top and bottom at the exact same time. Top and bottom at the exact same time. Look at that. Now let me do this. Let's zoom out a little bit. Let me do this. And let's flip, invert that USDT chart. And look at that. How does a USDT chart look when inverted? Does it look bullish or does it look bearish? Let's go to the daily. So the inverted USDT chart to me looks bullish. But what does that mean? It actually is putting in a pretty sick cup and handle in here. Pretty sick cup and handle in here. So what does that mean? What does this mean? If we are inverted, then that means, and we are looking super bullish, looking for a breakout to the upside, then when we invert it back, that means we are looking for a breakdown to the downside. And what did we establish? That if we are moving down on our price, moving down on our, or rather on our USDT dominance, then Bitcoin is moving to the upside. Let's do this. What did up? Is this not on the daily? What the heck? How far did I zoom out on that USDT? Dang. So yeah, we can see that this entire move down here ellipse. This entire move down here on USDT was this entire move up here on Bitcoin. And as a USDT dominance was getting a bounce, Bitcoin dominance was doing the correcting. And Bitcoin actually shot up once it started to fall. It actually bottomed, and this had a nice, actually a nice like exhaustion wick to the upside that marked the perfect bottom for Bitcoin here. So paying attention to our USDT dominance can help you out a lot. BTC has a cup and handle inverse. Boom 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 boom. Cup and handle nurse. Sammy cup and handy for the win. No. Never mind on that. I was trying to hear what you said. I saw the cup and handle on the over here on the USDT price chart. Did I have it in? Okay, so yeah. That would be a nice cup and handle for Bitcoin as well, but not really. Go to the 4-hour. I mean, this is essentially the head and shoulders that I have drawn out on the Coinbase chart. So if we look at it like this, it's like an inverse head and shoulders. And then we can see, I like to invert the scale a lot, especially if I'm having trouble gaining clarity on a market. It just kind of helps remove any kind of bias that you have by flipping the chart upside down and kind of seeing, okay, now how does it look? Does it look bearish or bullish? Because whatever it is to you, whatever it looks like to you, if you gain more clarity after inverting and you look at it and you say, oh, this actually looks super bullish. Well, when you invert it back, you see, oh, this actually looks super bearish, right? So it's just something to help trick your mind and to help remove that bias so that you can gain some clarity on the markets. As long as you remember to flip it back. Yeah, you got to remember to flip it back, Miller. Got to remember to flip it back. There we go. All right, guys, it is that time. Man, these hours go by quick. It's crazy. So yeah. What do you guys think? Do you guys think we get some more dumpage? Do you think that this whole move is going to play out, or do you think this is being a little bit too bearish. I'm not sure. But what I do know is that when Bitcoin was right here, I posted in the Piper Academy Discord. Don't forget to join the Discord. I posted in the Piper Academy Discord that this exact scenario, and price actually came up and nailed the top of my right shoulder and has since started to push down. We are looking for the potential of a short-term bounce that what I would expect to see roll over, and we can start getting into that monthly fair value gap. And I'm saying all this as I don't even have the chart up. So again, we started right here. I looked for the push. I had this whole thing drawn out. I figured we were going to push lower, at least from here, and that we were potentially putting it in head and shoulders. And the closer we get down here to that $91,330 level, the more likely we are going to start to push down. Now, with that said, I do expect, to the question earlier, I do kind of expect at least a little mini push up to the upside of some kind. I gave these levels I would be watching earlier in the stream. Go back and watch. But yeah, some type of just little push up. One more last gasp for the bulls, and then we roll over, get into that monthly fair value gap, and then move on. Now, the reason why I harp on this monthly fair value gap is because if I go over to the 3-month fair value gap, I called this breakout a long time ago. I'm going to need to go to a different chart. But I called this breakout a long time ago, a whole 3-4 months before it even happened. Just because of the price action. Because I saw the break of the high right here and the close above on the 3-month, so on the quarterly chart. And I saw that this candle was sitting here forming and consolidating. When I saw that candle sitting there forming and consolidating, I said to my audience, I said, watch this 3-month fair value gap and watch for price to come down, hit the midway point on that fair value gap, and then push away from it. And literally, that is exactly what we did. So, and now we got that bullish continuation. Now I'm waiting to see if we can come down here and see the midway point of this previous body is about 77. I've been hearing 77 a lot, so I could see it. But we'll just have to wait and see. I still think that we get a push down to wrap up the last half of this month, the next quarter of this month, if you will. And then from there, I'll expect expansion to the upside. I do expect for the correction to be wrapped up within a month, and for Q1, quarter one, to finish bullish currently. That could change. This, if we're still going by the quarterlies, then this could be another consolidation for 3 to 6 months before we get another dip and then a continuation. Hopefully that's not the case, but it's just all going to depend on that economic data. So let's stay tuned here to Piper Academy, where we try to give you as much information as possible, both in the charts and in our analysis about any kind of news, financial markets, economic data, what have you, and just try to share what we know. And if we learn something, we try to share that too. And because for me personally, and I know it's the same for the team, but for me personally, I like to come on here to share my ideas because it helps me flesh out my ideas. And me doing that hopefully helps anybody else that's watching, especially those of you that are new to crypto, finance, and trading. That is my goal, is to help you. As Alex O Crypto says, traders helping traders. And yeah, and that's what we like to do here. So I appreciate each and every single one of you so very much for coming out and supporting me and the channel. I will see you all bright and early tomorrow morning. First, we'll have Good Morning Crypto with BC Port Corp, followed by the Morning Market Report with Army Piper, the OC guy. Later in the afternoon, we have T.I. Joe Trade Intuition at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Morning Market Report is at the market open, the stock market open. And then Trader Joe teaching trading in the afternoon. Very simple trading, support, resistance, trend lines, and basically that's it, is what he said. So, and then we have the crypto nightcap with FD White and Tradefly. And then after that, we have the number one mad show on Piper Academy. Coming here right back at you tomorrow night, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you all for joining me. I appreciate each and every single one of you. Hope you all have an amazing, beautiful, wonderful, radical sleep. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Mad love and peace out.
Welcome to the night where we light up the spark. We're trading crypto, find out who we mad on the charts. Hosted by the one, Lunar Beaches top shark. Dive deep into the numbers cause this ain't no lark. We're crunching all the data, making money moves fast. From Wall Street to the blockchain, making predictions last. Community together in this financial blast. Markets after dark, that shatter ceilings made of glass. Mad on the charts with Lunar's bright lights. Crypto markets soaring through the night. Follow the trends, see future in sight. It's markets after dark, the financial flight. From Bitcoin to Ethereum, we're mapping the road. Stock tips and insights, secrets ready to unload. Trading strategies, sharp on knowledge be showed. Let Lunar Beaches guide you to the mother lode. Economic loops and the way the dollar flows. Community vibes where everybody grows. Analyzing trends while the world lays low. Markets after dark, we're only brilliant shows. Hit that subscribe and join the ride. In the world of finance, where fortunes collide. Lunar's path will be your guide. Through the market storm or the market tide. On the charts with Lunar's bright light. Crypto markets soaring through the night. From Bitcoin markets soaring fast. Markets after dark, that shatter ceilings made of glass. Mad on the charts with Lunar's bright light. Crypto markets soaring through the night. Follow the trends, see the future in sight. It's markets after dark, the financial flight. From Bitcoin to Ethereum, we're mapping the road. Stock tips and insights, secrets ready to unload. Trading strategies, sharp on knowledge be showed. Let Lunar Beaches guide you to the mother lode. Economic loops and the way the dollar flows.